Find out what's new in our latest release, Axiom.ai version 4.5. I'm Alex Barlow, co-founder. Let's dive in. So first up, quick select options added to the scraper. Let's just open up Axiom and show you what that is. I'm going to open up the Get Data step. And to the right of the select button that I've just got the pointer on, you'll see we've got two new buttons, Page HTML and Page Text. Now, they save you having to use the selector tool to select the whole page or select all the text. You can just click on either of those buttons and it'll grab all the HTML or all the text. That's a nice little shortcut when you're making your scrapers. Next up, we've added a new API key management interface. Let's open up Axiom again. Let's go to a step that uses an API key, and that's the extract data with ChatGPT step. Now, we've added a feature where if you add the API key into one step, it'll now be available globally in the other step, saving you having to add it again. And if you do need to edit, you can just click there and edit the key, and it will also be saved globally in any other steps you use it in, which is a good improvement of having to add it individually before. Next up, update status now displayed on desktop application. We did hear from some users that the desktop app would just update itself in the background without informing you. Now there's a splash screen that opens when the desktop loads, and if it needs to update you, it will tell you. Okay, on to the received data from another step. We've done a little design work on this step. Let me open up Axiom. Open up the step, you'll see we've got some changes here. We've created a load of new content, really interesting content, some strong examples of how to use Zapier, Make, IFTT, Power Automate, Google Apps, Apple Shortcuts. So you can just click onto those guides. Let me just click onto one there and show you, and you'll get, basically we'll walk you through the step, setting up our received data step and show you how to do it. Now, if you'd like to see an additional guide that's not on there, and if you've got an idea, do email support and we'll make that guide for you. You'll also see underneath those instructions, we've got new API credentials displayed there where you can just click and it'll copy that credential to your pasteboard. And we've added an example payload so you can figure out how to set this up yourself. And of course, you've still got the test data option with instructions telling you how to set up the test data. Okay, let's collapse Axiom and go on to the next new feature, which is an optional enter text step. So basically, if you have a text field that you're wanting to automate, but it's not always present and you don't want to throw an error if it's not found, you can now set the optional text tick box, and if that step isn't found, no error will be thrown and the automation will continue. Okay. Moving on, opening up Axiom with the keyboard. Now you might have noticed that, or you probably didn't whilst making this video, I didn't once move the pointer up to the extensions manager in the toolbar because I'm using the Apple keyboard shortcut, which we've added, and it's Option Shift X for Mac, slightly different, Alt Shift X for Windows. And it's really handy. I'm using it all the time now. And now I can just open and close Axiom without having to move my mouse. Awesome. Now, we've also added an end run step. Let me open up Axiom. All habits die hard. And I'll just search for that step. You can see the end run. That step literally just ends the run. Doesn't do more than that, but we did have a request for that, so we've added that step. You also see that we've done a whole host of other minor fixes, including this one, which I'm just going to highlight. If you don't know, we have a feature that bypasses bot detection, typically used on Turnstile, Cloudflare, and it'll get you past that. Well, we've set it up now so it works nicely with our proxies feature, so you can use a combination of proxies and a setting to bypass turnstile detection. So that's pretty handy. Cool. That's probably the last release before Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone, and we look forward to our next release in January. Bye-bye.